and everyone. Tonight's presentation, The Power of Mass Adoption, as we continue our ongoing series of education to really empower you, to inspire you, to give you a reason as to why you're doing what you're doing right now. So, without further ado, I want to take this time now to welcome Mr. Carlos Gonsalves. He's been involved in this business for the last 2 years and has done tremendously well. And he has a lot to offer. He has a huge team, bronze director. Carlos, good evening to you. How are you?
Pleasant evening, everyone. So great.
Good evening
Happy
to
to
you.
be here once again. Good evening to you, Larry, and to all who are on the call already, and even in advance to all who will be on the call. It's a beautiful evening here in Trinidad and Tobago, but we identify with the challenges that other countries are facing and families are facing due to these impending disasters and so forth. But we are here tonight to keep on pressing.
Excellent, excellent. So we are just basically excited to have you on the call. I know that you're a very busy man, and for you to be on
Mm,
this call meant that you had to shift around a couple of things. So I am
yeah.
appreciative, and we all appreciative of the fact that you're taking time to do these Tuesdays. And that's why, guys, you need to send out these links because I don't want to just overemphasize this, but it takes a lot of sacrifice on the part of presenters to put materials together so that we all collectively can benefit as a team. So, King Carlos, it's all over to you, sir.
Okay, so good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are listening to this recording tonight, listen to this presentation. We are being recorded, and it's a real privilege again, once again, to be here. And tonight we want to go continue with our ongoing series. We've been doing the power of crypto mass adoption, and we are on part 4 tonight. And we will be, continuing to do what we're supposed to be doing in terms of developing our skills, our knowledge. And tonight I want to just be focused on developments that continue to affect mass adoption. There are ongoing things that are happening even while we sometimes in our very limited sphere of living, we are not seeing the full picture of things that are happening because most of the times we're not zoned in, we're not plugged in to the different aspects and realms where things are happening. And so the crypto world is an ongoing developing world that many persons, because we have been in the hustling life continually daily, we are not aware of things that are happening in the background. And so this platform, this series is really all about really bringing to the forefront the realities of what is happening in the crypto industry. And yes, it is indeed an industry because it may be at a seed stage right now, but it's definitely heading into industry status, if I may say so. And so tonight, I want to just continue to talk a little bit about some of the developments that are affecting mass adoption. And I want to start off kicking off with even this report here that was reported January 20th. It says Bitcoin and blockchain adoption on the rise in Latin America. The number of use cases for blockchain and Bitcoin in Latin America is rising steadily from the north to the south of the continent. You see, we are at a time where financial markets are facing a lot of liquidity, inflationary challenges, and so we have a solution in digital assets and digital and cryptocurrency. We have a solution provided right before our eyes that we can tap into that can help assist us being free from the challenges of economic instability. And so even in Latin America, they are already recognizing this and they are putting measures in place. There's a great saying that says that, listen, if one sees what's happening in the distance and does not warn the people, he has failed in his responsibility. And so this is why we are here to just give that awareness, bring that awareness to what we on really is called mass awareness. It's a mass awareness campaign to really bring people to the awareness of the crypto industry and all that is involved in it. Look at this other report, for example. A few hours ago, it was reported that Ripple and the Gemini exchange work in partnership to encourage the adoption of cryptocurrencies in the US. So there are a lot of developments that are taking place even in countries and regions all over the world that gives us that understanding that mass adoption is very well around the corner. We know that there's some other pundits that are saying that, oh, it's not going to happen, or we may be far from this. But every day we are seeing determined actions and determined steps that are continuing to prove to the people that cryptocurrency is here to stay. It is a real and burgeoning development, and it is something that we who are in wherever we may be in our space need to see the reality of this. One of the means by which mass adoption is going to even be solidified is by the development of something called stable coins, right? Stable coin, as you know, is coins that are pegged to fiat currency that is considered stable, right? Stable coin initiatives are developing at a rapid pace. Adoption of stablecoin, which is a form of collateralized cryptocurrency pegged to stable fiat currency like the yen or the dollar, are being debated by central banks. This is a good sign. Regulators are discussing how blockchain style coins can become mainstream payment options. However, in developed economies where the banking sector is more established, regulators are still cautious of risks. But it doesn't remove the fact that the debate is actually beginning in the circles where, if you were on my call a few weeks ago, I spoke about the market segments by which needs to be affected so that we can ensure mass adoption. We spoke about the man on the street. We spoke about institutional platforms, and then we spoke about developments in terms of economics, businesses, merchants. So we have three market segments, and here we are seeing that middle segment, which is really where most of the legalities issues are being faced with. We can see that the banks are now beginning to debate the possibility and the reality of cryptocurrency being used as a payment option. And that is very nice. And for example, look at this one, Hawaii. Hawaii, this was reported on Cointelegraph today. Hawaii introduces a bill authorizing banks to offer crypto custody. The Hawaiian State Senate has passed the first reading of a bill authorizing banks to hold digital assets in their custody. The bill specifies a set of provisions which a bank must adhere to in order to provide custodial services for digital assets. Custodial services cover the safekeeping and management of customer currency and digital assets through the exercise of fiduciary and trust powers under this section as a custodian, and includes fund administration and the execution of customer instructions. And so Hawaii is also opening up. And guess what? Hawaii is considered a ward of the United States in a sense. So we are seeing
Yes,
even
it's very
on this
true.
side of the world where the US is beginning, to open up. And the reality is that all over the world, the reality is opening up. Western and the European side of things, and even on this side of the world. So all over, cryptocurrency is gaining more and more tractions. For example, look at this one. This report, Iran gave permits to crypto mining firms. This was reported today. Iran's industries of mining corporations issued over 1,000 mining licenses for cryptocurrency firms. According to a report by Financial Tribune, over 1,000 crypto mining permits were given until now. Iranian government official Amir Hussein Saadi Nahini, an official from local information and communication department, stated that crypto mining has potential to add over $8.5 billion more to Iran's economy. And he continues to state that that to stabilize the crypto mining industry, government is also planning to decrease the electricity bill for this industry. Wow, they are actually facilitating and encouraging the development of the mining of bitcoins and cryptocurrencies to generate activity in the crypto markets. And if you think that was good, what about Dubai? Dubai is not being left out. Dubai plans to build their own crypto valley, right? Dubai, one of world's famous vacation destination and business hub. Dubai has announced to build its own crypto valley similar to Switzerland. This news was actually announced at Davos by the Dubai Trade and Finance Authority and stated that Dubai will build its own crypto valley and crypto and blockchain startups. These are some of the realities that we are faced with in this world today. We are seeing, remember, this is talking about mass adoption. What are some of the means and ways in which mass adoption has to take place? It is in those institutional framework areas, those places in the political and the financial and the banking sectors. This is where we are seeing more and more expansion as countries and governments recognize the role of cryptocurrency and blockchain. And if that wasn't good enough, what about on our technology? Excuse Samsung, for example. They're embracing Tron. That's one of the cryptocurrencies. And other cryptos are just the start, says Justin Sun. He says this era is young and not ready for everyone yet, which is why we have smaller developers like CryptoKitties now. That's a new term. CryptoKitties. Now we are partners with Samsung Blockchain, the number one brand in technology. Samsung devices are available to almost everyone in the world. They don't even have to install a wallet anymore. Why should Apple, Xiaomi, Huawei, OnePlus follow suit? First phones, then what? Soon we might partner with any company in the world, no matter the size. This means more people and more countries will be seeing that we can bring the blockchain to everyone. So here it is that companies and crypto projects are continuing to drive and push the demand to recognize that, listen, how many of us, I'm sure, even in our own country here, have Samsung phones? You know, the reality of cryptocurrency is going to be such a great reality, a huge one, that every person will know what a cryptocurrency is in the near coming months. And so it is important for us to understand the role cryptocurrency is playing in the markets, in government, and technology. And what about this one? Look at this note. How to use your crypto to get a loan to buy more crypto. What if you could use Bitcoin to buy more Bitcoin? I know some persons who are looking to get some Bitcoin right now. Guess what? You can actually get a loan. You could get a crypto loan now. And these crypto loans are often can give you the facility to have cryptocurrency in holding, and then you can go and do your purchasing of more cryptocurrencies. So this is a real awesome one. For example, this company, uHodler, they're actually a company that offers crypto loans backed by the top 12 coins with up to 90% loan to value. Earn interest on crypto with 12%. Store, exchange, and pay anytime. Hold on for dear life smartly. That's what HODL means. If you didn't know what HODL means, it means hold on for dear life. It means you are buying cryptocurrencies to hold on, to hold it. Don't matter if you see the price raise today and drop tomorrow, or drop today and rise tomorrow. It doesn't matter. You hold your crypto assets for their life. And those of you who are in card bars who may be on this call, you very well know what I'm talking about. We see our coin, our KBC coin, rising and falling daily in different ways. Right now, they seem to have an upward trend again, with a little consolidation taking place in the market. But guess what? you hold on for dear life. You hold on to that KBC because it's going to be valuable for you in the long run. This company, you hodler, is actually based outside of the US, and so therefore doesn't really offer the facility to US residents. But just to give a little understanding, they talk about keeping crypto. They will keep your crypto and you use cash, right? And then they also offer crypto loans. You can multiply your funds, you could turbocharge, you can do multiple hodling, hold multiple types of cryptocurrencies, and much more. There is so much in there. But if you're a member of the US or that region, you also have this avenue that you can also get a loan from BlockFi. BlockFi Wealth Management, they provide the wealth management products cryptocurrencies need, crypto investors need, all powered by blockchain technology. You can earn interest, you can borrow, you can put your cryptocurrency, and they hold it as collateral, and you borrow cash, and then you could get back your cryptocurrency. All these platforms are making usability of cryptocurrency a greater reality. All these platforms are providing opportunities for persons in different sectors of life, from the man on the street to the business and merchant. You are getting the opportunity to see multiple avenues and areas where it's being realized, where cryptocurrency is being realized. But one of the things we have to really be careful of doing is maintaining a good public image. If you're a crypto enthusiast, as I'm sure many of you are on this call tonight, you are a crypto enthusiast, it is important for you to hold a good public image. This is necessary to enable mass adoption. We know there are people and different avenues out there that does not want to see the realization of cryptocurrency as a present reality. But we must ensure as crypto enthusiasts and as crypto holders, and as we market and produce and share the message of the usability of Bitcoin and our KBC coin and whatever crypto asset you may have, it is important that you have a good public image. This report came up today is crypto needs to grow up or mass adoption will be impossible. And this was stated by a Cornell professor. And this was stated because of some actions that was done even by Justin Sun, the founder of Tron. He's a young guy, but he has some challenges, and I'll come back to that in a while. But it's important for us to understand that we need to have a good image. Here on the screen right now, you will see there's even services being offered now where you can do live streaming on the blockchain, right? And this is powered using BitTorrent and the Tron Foundation. It's about empowering creators, rewarding communities, and offering live streaming, right? And where you can now live stream, and gamers love the site. It's called DLive, right? .tv, and this platform is a platform where you can stream video content, you can stream audio, you can stream gamers love it to stream games, and it's all being done on the blockchain, and it's powered by their own utility native token called the lemon coin. Right, they don't make lemonade with this one, right? DLive.tv is the largest live streaming community on the blockchain, and is powered by the Lino blockchain. Discover amazing games and channels and earn rewards by watching streams on DLive now. Wow, there's so much happening in the world of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology that is giving us platforms that we cannot just do business, we cannot just do transactions and make payments, but you can also now earn cryptocurrencies. You can use the platform just like the common video platforms there are online where you can do videos and earn income. You can also earn crypto doing live streaming. And so it's so important for us to understand the role of cryptocurrency in this future market, in this mass adoption drive, in that every day and every week, as I report every week, there are platforms, there are developments, there are news reports that are coming out showing us more and more the reality of blockchain. Now, just so I mentioned about having a good image, and because you, there are some people can be so enthusiastic that they can be insensitive, and we need to be more sensitive, especially as we share the message of adoption to the world over, because offense can be very well easily taken by persons who do not understand the dynamism that is involved in the crypto world. And so Justin's son, had he posted a comment about Kobe Bryant, and it was said on Twitter that he was utilizing the debt of Mr. Bryant to push his cryptocurrency, and you know um that wasn't well taken among the basketball fraternity and others alike. So we have to be mindful. What about Financial Times? Look at this one. The coronavirus is good for Bitcoin. Come on, people, right? Why a mass global pandemic is just a means to a better end if you're a cryptocurrency investor. That's not very wise. It's not very wise. So sometimes we could be in our enthusiasm, go out there and be pushing the crypto reality out there. But in doing that, we become insensitive to others and their positions and their needs. And so we have to be sensitive at the same time while we are want to drive mass adoption, even in current bars of our own ecosystem and so forth, and talking about gold and our cryptocurrency. We can get so enthusiastic at times that we don't consider how the other person on the other side of the message is feeling. And so we have to become more sensitive, right? Our intention is to really encourage adoption. It is to attract persons to us to grow the market. And we cannot do that by using negative press all the time to push our agenda. We have to be wise as crypto investors. We have to be wise as crypto enthusiasts. Yes, we could show off and say, well, I've got how much thousands of Bitcoin, but let's, instead of doing that, let's say, uh, how can I help you get some Bitcoin? How can I provide a facility to you to get cryptocurrency, for you to get our gold back card bars coin that's on the gold back ecosystem? How can I assist? This is how we have to become. If we have to become adoption, if we have to gain traction in the markets and the world over, because this, I'll tell you, is a very sensitive development. Cryptocurrency is a sensitive development. So it requires a level of sensitivity in order to be effective in sharing the message. And so I just wanted to point out some of these salient points, because it is critical. It is critical for the development of mass adoption. And I just want to take a brief 1 minute break, actually less than a minute. I'll show this short clip and I'll come back and we'll talk again. Okay, so we're back. We're back. And it's important for us to understand that cryptocurrency is where we are at now. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Oh, we got cut off there for a minute, but that's okay. I just wanted to drive home the point, people, that cryptocurrency is where we are at, and we need to definitely see the realities of what is happening in our society. We need to be sensitive as we share the message, as we encourage development and growth. We need to be mindful of all that is involved, and as we continue to build this great network, that we continue to share the message of cryptocurrency, of mass adoption. Our goal should be in the back of our heads at all times to share the message of card bars, to share the message of cryptocurrency, so that we can really be effective in what we are doing. It is important for us to understand, people, that as we go month by month in this 2020, that this is going to be a different year. This is going to be a year of development. This is going to be a year of transition. It's going to be a year where we see the change take place. Each and every one of us who is on this call tonight, you and I are play a very critical part in the development of adoption in the cryptocurrency sphere. And so I want to encourage you, if you don't know anything about cryptocurrency, you want to learn about cryptocurrency, I do have a class, Royal Gold Academy. We have an institution being developed as we speak, where we do offer courses in cryptocurrency, in trading, and learning to earn additional income through our cryptocurrency trading, learning exchanges, learning platforms, learning terminology, because this is really and truly where we are heading in the world today. And you're going to be hearing these terms coming out more and more and more. And it's important, therefore, that you and I have an understanding. We gain some form of crypto literacy where these things are concerned. So I just wanted to, share that with you guys tonight. And I really thank you all for the opportunity to be on this call. I know persons are already receiving the K1 Impulse smartphone, as you saw in the video there. And that again is going to be a major driver for the KBC Coin and Card Bars International, and using the CardNet blockchain system. And so we are just continuing to play a major role in educating you on the realities of cryptocurrency. So with that, I say good night, and I want to hand you back over to my esteemed host, Mr. Larry Pereira.
Thank you so much, King Carlos. We've learned a lot tonight. And for those of us who may have joined a little later than the scheduled 8 p.m., this call is, of course, recorded and will be made available in the various chat rooms later on this evening or possibly tomorrow morning for the latest. We want to thank you, King Carlos, for the opportunity that you would have shared tonight this information, because I think it's important for us to understand where blockchain and cryptocurrency is going. And many of us sometimes equate the two together. I want to share with you something that is very important. And if you've never read this book, I suggest you get your hands on it. If you really want to be truly a student and to really understand the technology for where it's at and the behavior of cryptocurrency moving forward, I suggest you get this book called The Internet of Money by Andrea Anatopoulos, who's one of the most prolific, outspoken experts on the Bitcoin subject. He's lectured all over the world. I want to share with you two paragraphs from this book because I think it really makes a valid point as to why we need to understand this feeding into mass adoption. First and foremost, Bitcoin, if you're not too sure, is not a company. No one actually sits on the board of directors. There's no board of directors. Bitcoin is completely open source. It is not an organization. It is a standard or protocol like TCP, IP, the internet. It's not owned by anyone. So I want you to really understand this. It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a standard and a protocol. It operates by simple mathematical rules that everyone who participates in the network agrees on. And though this simple mechanism, this invention, which was hacked by Mr. Satoshi Nakamoto or a group of people who call themselves Satoshi Nakamoto, created this whole decentralized network of computers that agree on transactions. It's like me sending you an email. Basically, it's what we call peer to peer in a whole decentralized way. And there is no one in the middle. So, in particular, this invention, the Bitcoin protocol, is more important than the currency. The currency is just the first app. A lot of people think that Bitcoin is the end all, the cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency is just a tiny portion of what the Bitcoin protocol represents. It is the Bitcoin protocol that has spawned all these other cryptocurrency projects and technology. And this whole issue or this whole topic of mass adoption that we're talking about tonight. And it's very important for us to understand the dynamism and what it means. And I believe definitely we're going to be doing something next week, Thursday. I will, in fact, do a whole topic on this cryptocurrency movement as it relates to Bitcoin and what it means and why it's important for you in this KBC arena to understand it's not about just buying low and selling high. A lot of people think cryptocurrency is about buying low and selling high. That's just one of the many varied components that come with cryptocurrency. But if you really understand the mass adoption, if you understand what it really means, the wealth and by extension, what it means to the world, what it means to this community in terms of carrot bars, in terms of how we as individuals connect to each other. The K1 Impulse phone, Carrot Bars International truly has created a technology that's going to help us spread the value of the KBCs. And I think that's really important. So if we really begin to grasp the understanding, and that's why having this structured financial understanding, this ongoing education series that we have imparted here and started since the ending of last year, it will help you to understand that you should not operate on emotion. Cryptocurrency is not about emotion, and many people engage that process. And if you understand what this technology really means, you will minimize you making decisions simply because you want to buy low and sell high. And when things don't go in a particular way for you because the company didn't do anything in your favor, that you don't get upset. And this is not the type of intelligence. It's like emotional intelligence, but compounded together, we need emotional intelligence with a new structured way of understanding how the financial arena works. And that's why we're continuing on these ongoing series. All right, it's about 22 minutes to the hour. We're going to be wrapping up in about at least 5 to 10 minutes. I want to give a few persons on this call tonight the opportunity to make a contribution. I want to thank each and everyone for being on this call. Jamaica is in the house. I think St. Lucia is in the house. Barbados is in the house. Of course, Trinidad and Tobago is in the house. And if there's any other country that I may have missed out, just message me in the chat box and I will ensure that that is corrected. So I want to take this opportunity right now to bring on a dear friend. His name is Mr. Michael Aman, who has been long and hard in the vineyard, and he's been doing quite a lot. Tomorrow, he's actually going to be on Zoom with his continued series called Tips and Tricks, and you really want to get tuned into that. We're going to post the flyer out tomorrow so that you still have a copy of it. It's an ongoing Wednesday, just as how every Tuesday Pastor Carlos is going to be on these calls. Every Wednesday, Michael Aman is going to be on those calls. And you know what we're going to do this Thursday? We're going to have a movie night that's going to be addressing some of the financial happenings just occurring within the whole system. So we can stay tuned to that. So there is a lot of information, and we're going to give it to you in doses. So, Mike, I just want to take this opportunity to unmute you and ask you to join in on the call if you can. Good night to you, sir. Your mic is unmuted. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Okay. Yeah, apologies. Thank you, Larry. And thank you. Carlos, that was an awesome presentation tonight on the power of mass adoption. Developments taking place around the world and in the industry is really amazing. I really like how you portrayed how persons can actually earn cryptocurrency, and with some of the applications and things that are facilitating things like the streaming using blockchain. This is amazing because this shows that the direction that crypto data and Carrot Bars had, and even Mr. Ovidio Toma, was actually futuristic, future thinking. He was actually moving forward, and the rest of the world is actually catching on with what the trend that he has started to have a voice over blockchain. Now we have streaming over blockchain, and of course, we're going to have many more applications coming on the scene. So we're just going to continue to stay tuned. We are in the right place at the right time. And if we continue, of course, we have to follow, we have to stay plugged in to get this information, right? Tomorrow, what we're gonna do, we heard about the release. We have a couple training videos that was put out there. For those who did not get a chance to review those, we're gonna get some of the basics of the applications that come with the K1 blockchain phone. So look out for the tips and tricks session tomorrow night. And again, thanks Larry for the opportunity to speak, and let's continue to work together to make it happen.
Thank you so much, Mike, for your contribution. I want to invite Pastor Carlos for his final closing comments before we close off tonight, before I let you guys go. Um, Carlos,
Okay, yeah.
your
Good
final
night.
closing comments. A lot has been said. What would you want to say in your next couple of minutes for all our participants to leave from this call? What would you, in everything that you've said, what would you want them to take from this presentation tonight?
Well, I will take this, I will say this as I close. Being a pastor is a scripture that in a good book that says, my people are being destroyed for lack of knowledge. And so it is important for persons within who have interest in their future and in development that they have the ability and the freedom to gain knowledge, increase in their knowledge, increase in the opportunity of cryptocurrency, increase and take advantage of it. And the only and best way to do that is to get training, be trained, be educated. You may not necessarily have the time to do the research. We are researchers by nature. You can plug into these calls to gain information, or you can also do additional courses both online or offline. And as I said again, I'm putting my plug in here. You can come and learn about crypto trading and learn the dynamics of cryptocurrency. You can register in advance, and of course, we will put you down for the next cycle as it starts. Our intention is to be going all over the world with these trainings, and you who are here in Trinidad, you have an opportunity to get it firsthand, but we are not going to be staying in Trinidad. We are on a mission to educate persons in the movement of cryptocurrency and the growth to help push and drive mass adoption in the world. And so I just want to say to each and every person, make it your personal business and mission to get educated, be informed, get the knowledge. And you see, when you get the knowledge, you will grow and develop as an individual as well. So that's what I want to say. Good night and God bless everyone.
So thank you so much, Pastor Carlos. Thank you for your closing comments. And thank you so much, guys, for joining in tonight's call. We really do appreciate you being on the call. And we look forward for tomorrow. So this call is a wrap. Tune in tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Time if you're in the US in Jamaica. All right. So this call is a wrap. Have a pleasant